How is this set up? I mean, because we are talking about AI ethics, and this is maybe a role that a lot of companies will need in the future. Like we started with privacy officers as part of GDPR.
Yeah.
And I can see how this is going into AI.
Yeah, it has started. Yeah.
And I would argue that Peltarion is probably one of the most mature companies in Sweden around operational AI ethics. You're doing real research on it. So may I ask, how are you operating AI ethics in Peltarion? What is that part of your role? Evelina, how do you drive that as a role model for how people could think about establishing these roles?
Yeah, of course there are different approaches. And I mean, you can work with policies, you can work with processes. Like if you are to build this new model, you can have a rigorous process where you need to check certain things. Exactly.
Check questions.
Checklist, etc. Definitely. And yeah, sorry, I was just, what happens?
The producer is filling up the glasses.
More wine. So you can have different approaches around it. And I mean, we're doing a lot of research. We're also doing a lot of learning by doing. Because I think that our approach is also, we want to have a process that is fit for purpose. So also trying to have the ethics department, so to say, not as a blocker, but as an enabler,
an advisor,
but being part of the.
So have you framed is it so your role in Peltarion formally is? You're the lawyer, but you also have the AI ethics.
Yeah, but I think it's also important. It shouldn't be one person.
No.
It should be something that is implemented.
Is it a function? Is it a function? Is it a discipline? Is it a capability?
So we don't have a department that's called the ethics department.
Probably not many will have for many years anyway.
Yeah, but I think it's important just that it works across the organization.
This is the key, right? Not to have it sit in one place, but actually permeate.
Yeah. So what we have in place right now is an ethics committee consisting of, I think we're 5 people. And in terms of issues or questions around ethics, we get together and discuss them. And I mean, ethics, it's not only about building a model and looking into data sets. And I mean, Anders, your department, you are looking into this really thoroughly. But it's also around which customers do we work with? For what purpose do they want to use?
So ethics committee is broader than it's the fundamental ethics of Peltarion, where AI ethics or model ethics is one piece. Is that fair to understand it like that?
Yeah, ethics in a broad sense. And I mean, also being superficial, it's also about our brand, obviously.
Because good ethics should be good branding. You could argue that this is good business. This is good business.
Okay, it feels like I'm here to defend Peltarion. But I mean,
I think you're role modeling. This is what you're doing right now.
Yeah, but I think one really good question around Peltarion is, I mean, we are a company that want to democratize AI. We want basically everyone to be able to build advanced AI systems. And of course, that comes with responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, so I mean, these are questions that we definitely deal with oftenly. But democratizing technology, I think, is key.
Yeah.
And I think the winners are the unprivileged. Because,
what do you mean unprivileged?
So today we have a few players that have access to what we call cutting edge technology. And in order to achieve some form of justice in society, I think that more people need to have access to this technology and knowledge about it.
Closing the AI divide.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, science and technology takes us forward.
Yes, but how to do that in an inclusive